That is no joke. Steve, wasn't it?
Yeah, bloody 10 kilos of luggage.
This is 41 degrees.
No wonder I'm melting.
How do people race up this? This is bikepacking.
Bikepacking.
Just ain't the pro life. Greetings to a very special video. I should actually say bonjour from Paris because look where I am. At the Eiffel Tower. Me and my friend Nicky have decided to go and basically bike pack the inaugural Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift. I say it's the first year that it's been run and it's 8 stages. It's around 1,000 kilometers just in some beautiful parts of France. So we are bikepacking it and we're riding the transfers as well. So I think our route is probably about 1,500 kilometers. And yeah, it's just basically to celebrate and because it's going to be epic. The first stage of the tour basically just laps around Paris, 12 laps actually. So we're just doing one and then heading on. So today we're doing stage 1, first transfer and stage 2. Let's go! Let's go! This is where the women will end stage 1. We're just going to go around in a circle and then head the other way, do the transfer and then stage 2. This little stop, we are in a drink. I'm very excited about this. Full on baguette. Flat stage. There's been a couple of little hills there. Oh, is this the actual segment? It's very pretty, but it's very hot. It is 35 degrees, it is hot, and we needed water. Who do we ask for water?
Easy first day.
So we're just getting food now because there aren't any shops open where we're saying we're actually near. We're getting to the end of stage 2 now, which is province. The stage 2 is basically just really pretty, but very kind of flat and just really windy. Like there's really big open. It's kind of like Lincolnshire. It's just like big open fields and stuff. Some apricots.
It's a bloody good apricot.
Oh, it's just 41 degrees.
41? No wonder I'm melting.
I'm gonna have to pop that, aren't I? Oh, that's a bit off. Let me maybe get.
Even into it. 20k. Let's do it.
This place is so pretty. Like it's just like the perfect one. I know that's why they've chosen it for the end of the stage, but it's just stunning. The end of stage 2 finished on this little cheeky hill.
Finish! Go for it! Go, 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 go! Oh, well done on taking the first stage win. She's been sat at my wheel all day. And then what does she do at the end, the final climb?
To be fair, you said, I'm not racing you up this climb because you'll win. But I need some climbs. I hate the flat. You smash the flat and I'm just dragging all day. So yeah, let's go and get some grub. Well done. How do you? They're in a line. Oh, that's it. That's it. Good morning. It is about 6 AM and we're setting off because we want to try and avoid mega heat. So today we've got, it's mainly like a transfer day. So we've got about 120k transfer from Provins to Reims, and then we've got about 85k into stage 3. So But look at this place, look how beautiful it is. These towns are just, obviously they've been chosen because they are such beautiful towns, but look at that. Beautiful.
They probably have to wear a night out on the town.
Nicky went out last night, I stayed in, not out, and then at about, I can't remember, it was probably about gone 11, I was like, where is she? I had eye mask, earplugs in, my phone wouldn't charge so I couldn't ring her, and I got frustrated, I was like, ugh, and I just heard this, what's going on? And I'm like, you're in here? And she's like, I've been in here about half an hour. I was like, what did you like? Just shape shift into the room. I never heard anything. No traffic. It's like perfect temperature, but it is still 6 a.m.
Morning.
I don't want to moan because the weather is nice, but we just had, it must have been about 40k of just flat, I don't like the flat, and then just mega windy.
Pretty relentless.
It's on the chocolate mocha, very sweet.
Merci beaucoup.
So we are just coming through the Champagne region of France, and there are grapes growing everywhere. Look at them all. Wind doing my nutting. We're just riding up all through these beautiful, stunning vineyards. And then Nicky just had to pull over and put a little bit of the old chamois cream.
Stay tuned, we're already on the bum admin.
So this is what you get when you're an endurance rider.
Yeah, you end up having to stand up the whole way for about 1,000 kilometres.
Currently in Reims. This is where stage 3 starts, so just on the transfer, 120k. And Nick said there's a beautiful cathedral here, so we're going to go and find that. Bonjour! Buongiorno! Tour de France Femmes! You watch? You watch it? Good. I don't think you understand. Oh, that's
Like that one.
Are you ready for the cathedral? So stage 3, the first 2 stages are flat, and stage 3 is the first hilly. So I'm happy we're just out of those long, flat, windy roads and some hills. So we're just literally sat in this beautiful vineyard area. We've got about 50k to do. So we're just chatting about how Nicky got started up in riding, and I thought she would be able to explain better so you can get to understand like a little bit more about her.
How did I get into ultra racing? So I actually joined a racing team in my early 20s and did that for about a year, and then realised that it really wasn't my cup of tea, and discovered the world of Audax in 2015, and then did PBP. And then it was around then I heard about the TCR, and then I got really...
That's transcontinental, if anyone doesn't know. It's 4,000.
Transcontinental race.
4,000k.
Got really hooked on that, and fixated on the idea of, you know, crossing a whole continent just under your own steam, self-supported. The ultra it's so much more accommodating in terms of the adventure aspect and just the exploration. But it's also that competitive streak, and I'm more competitive against myself than, you know, a peloton of other cyclists. Yeah. So it suits me so much better.
This is where we sat. Vineyard. How beautiful is this? Oh, just chill out. Ah! Ah! Scare you like you scared me last night. You're skulking around in the dark. I'll not wake her up.
Oh, it's a nice stretch position.
Oh, come on. Right, we're in the Airbnb, so I know a lot of you will ask and want to know where we're actually sleeping. So it's a mixture of, we've got a couple of Airbnbs and a couple of hotels. So we are in Blanc Coteau, which is partway through stage 3. So tomorrow we're going to be doing the rest of stage 3 and then the transfer to stage 4. And look at this, she's rifling through the cupboards and she's like, oh, I think I'm gonna get some veggies in.
5 a day. That's got all your 5 a days in. You'll need carrots, tomatoes.
That was a good Airbnb, good find, Nikki. Good to go. Oh, I'm sleepy. Today, twat. Look at me and my French. This is midway through stage 3, but for us, we've got a steep climb pretty much straight away. Oh, that was definitely waking the legs up. This is unbelievably pretty. We're in the hills, so that's a hilly route. So I'm happy. Although today's our shortest day. So yesterday and obviously the start of today, we're just riding through so many vineyards. Obviously I know it's Champagne region in France, but I've never seen so many fields. We've got another little steep climb. This one's called Col de Mutiny, is that how you say it? It's been quite a lot of attempts on Strava, which means it's pretty popular around here. So was it like 13% for like a kilometre?
900 metres at 12.8%, which is pretty damn tough.
Few cobbles to end stage 3. Look at this swine again. Steve, wasn't it?
Yeah, bloody 10 kilos of luggage.
So we're in Epinay, which is the end of stage 3, and honestly that end I cannot wait to actually watch the women races, because there's some proper little gritty climbs and a couple little cobbles towards the finish. I've got some Tour de France sponsored bananas, apricots, my favourite thing, Orangina. I'm actually really getting into it more now. As you know, if you watch me and my channel, you'll know that I don't really like flat riding, so the first 2 days were a bit like, I mean they were pretty, but it's just not my favourite type of riding, so I feel like the hills are going to be mwah. What's your favourite on the road snack?
Biscuits, bananas, yeah, high carb stuff. It's the cacao. Cacao.
I'm not sure what they grow in here, but it smells insane, and the colours just look so pretty. There's not really much wind, it's really nice temperature. Do you always have like a moment on the bike and you're like, this is just bliss. Oh, those sunflowers! That makes me so happy. Just wanted to see the sunflowers. Another hot day, another drink from the church. We're in Troy. We are pretty much back for day 3. So we've done end of stage 3 and the transfer, and this is where stage 4 is going to start in a little town. I don't know, it's little, might be big. It's very pretty though, as they all are in Troyes. This is where we stay for the night.
What's she doing? 5:25 a.m. Goat's cheese pizza.
Let's get that feeling for the day. We've got gravel. This is where stage 4 starts. The stage is 130k and there's 4 sections of gravel coming up, so see how we get on. You know how excited yesterday I was about seeing those sunflower fields? There's just so much more today. Look how many there are. Oh, it makes me so happy. First climb of the day and it's pretty steep. Not hit the gravel yet though. So I'm being grateful for a smooth climb while I've got it. Oh, that's not too long. So that was the first gravel climb of the day done. I was a little bit worried, but I actually really enjoyed that. Do you like that?
Yeah. Spent €13 on drinks.
I went to the shop like proper Audax sheep style. Gina and a baguette. €2.
What's your first one?
No, like the first one today.
Okay.
That is my favourite drink ever. Ever. 2 of the 4 gravel climbs.
2 down, 2 to go.
Why did you slap it like?
It's like, job's a good one.
Yeah, I'm actually really liking the gravel sections. Got a little, it's not even fully, it's not fully flat, but it's just, there's a lot of rocky sharp ones. Oh man. Right, let's change it.
It's gonna go down.
So the final gravel section. It's just been like, it just mixes it up a little bit, and I think in the race, it's gonna do, oh, it's just gonna be really exciting to watch. So I've just done the 4th and final section of gravel, and I've been here for about half an hour. I've just descended down, really beautiful descent, and I'm just waiting for Nikki. Basically something's happened with her tyre, she's trying to pump it up, she's having to put a tube in. I've not heard that crack, like ping yet.
This is reality, guys. If you want to be an ultra racer or a bike packer, then
bring spares.
Ooh.
How did that happen?
Well, I thought there was something there and then there wasn't.
Oh, it's working! Woo, 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 woo. Another dream, I know it's you. Get on the chafe cream on. This tour is coming. So we're on like the 80k transfer to the start of the next stage, and it's like 80k, 700 metres. That's going to be really easy, but it's all one direction. We've got an absolute stonking headwind, and I'm just sapped.
Hair dryer, it's just like
It's just hot.
Something.
Yeah.
On the highest temperature. Made it.
Woohoo!
Watch me spin it all now. The size of that.
What did you buy?
Just like a 3-course meal.
I'm just ready to get back.
Or just into the wild, wild west with your bananas in your back pocket.
The first 100k in like
Just over 4 hours.
just over 4,
Like smashing 25k an hour for 4 hours, nearly non-stop.
and then we both had flats, issues with tubes, and then it's taken us, it's like 7:30 now. We'd finished the first 100 by 10:30. It's 7:30 and we've still got 20k to do. We've done 212k, not even that much climbing, but the heat.
23k actually.
Is it actually more than, don't say that.
This is our longest day distance-wise.
Okay, that makes me
it?
feel a bit better. Bloody hell, that's nice. That's where we're staying.
Yeah, we found the culprit.
day 5. We've got 179k. It is a flat stage and there's no transfer, so we are literally just riding the actual stage, which is good. But the wind yesterday and the heat, I don't know, you can tell my lips are like, I feel like I've had filler in them or something. They're just swollen like sunburn and windburn. So this is where the stage will start for the women, and it's their longest day. It is just so hot. Oh, I'm gonna be fat.
Let me hear the road. All in one. Ow!
Tour de France. So the ride is done 180k or so. It was alright, but not as good, I don't think, as some of the rides that are coming up and some of the ones that we've done. So I thought I would take the time tonight to show you our evening routine, because when you're bikepacking, doing all this stuff, it doesn't just revolve around just riding a bike. You've got to do all the other stuff to make sure that that runs smoothly. So before the ride even stops, we've got to go and get our tea. So preferably something that you can microwave or something you can eat cold. And now to get all that into the Tailfin. Button one, can you press it in? What are you doing?
Purpose, also a washing line.
Today is 130k, I think it's 133k stage, then a 30k transfer. But as you can see, I'm on my lonesome. Nicky's just going to go directly to the finish, whereas the stage kind of goes up and around, then we've got to get the transfer back down. So she's going to have a little bit of a steady day, so she's having a little bit of a lie-in as well. I'm just going to head off on my lonesome now and then head into the hills, because it is a hilly stage, so I'm excited for some hills.
I love France.
I'm riding this stage on my own, and I kind of want just to come on and just share a little bit about it, because I think in the past, or when I first started cycling like 2013, this is like for if any of you are new to my channel, when I started riding 2013, 2014, I was always like really a bit scared to do stuff on my own, because I was always worried that I would either get lost or I'd get a puncture or a mechanical and I wouldn't be able to fix it. And so I always tended to ride with people and wouldn't really want to go out very far on my own. And I think that's quite common when people are newer or new to cycling, that they feel safer in a group. One of the main things that helped was I bought like a head unit, like a bike computer. I bought a Garmin Edge 1000, and being able to plan my own routes, and it just made me feel a lot more independent, and I gained a lot of independence from that. And then I was able to go further afield, and I started doing audaxes and longer distance stuff, and then I learned some basic mechanics so that I would be able to like fix any problems. And I feel like that gradually I just feel now like I would be happy to ride any distance or wherever on my own. Like, so even if Nicky hadn't have even come at all or didn't want to do it, I would have still done the whole like route on my own, because I want to do it, and it's fun and it's an adventure, and I think too many people miss out on doing things because they just feel like they have to have someone to do it with. If you want to do something and no one else wants to do it, go and do it anyway. 120k in and on the final climb of the day, and then it's just a flat transfer to start of stage 7. So this is going to be the finish line. 30k transfer to the end now, so yeah, just a nice steady 30k. I have loved this. Hills, sunshine, a bit of shade, got my tunes on. Oh, had Orangina. How cool is this? This is insane. This is breakfast for the biggest climbing day. Snap the wrinkle off it. I need some food. What neighbours? What time is it? It's about 4:40 a.m. Go to the mountains! This is the day that I was most excited about. It's just a lot of big climbs, 3 big main climbs.
Looks very decadent. Yeah, the standing up that I'll do there. It's like, so what state do we think it's going to be at the top?
First of the 3 climbs is Petit Ballon. It's about 9.5k. And the very base of it is like pretty steep. Pretty sure this is not classed as a gravel climb. This is brutal. Top of the first climb and my eyes, and I'm just sweat. There's just sweat everywhere. Altitude 1163 and it's just sweaty as. Did you like it?
Yeah.
It's tough, wasn't it?
It was steeper than I was expecting.
Yeah, I thought
It's like, I was just grinding so much. It made it. Cake catastrophe. I think I went over a bump. I thought it was sealant that was spraying out. And where's it gone? Where's it gone?
Second climb of the day, called Potsweasel? Potswazel. Not far off the top now. Like maybe a couple of k. It is so hot. Second climb done. Hey up! Hey up! That was rough, wasn't it? On the third climb of the day, this is Grand Ballon, which is about 15k. Legs are defo feeling it. How are your legs?
Like they're full of lead. Oh man.
This is the aftermath.
I am actually in pain.
It was nice, steady gradient though. But it was just long. About 33k to do, and the transfer is almost, I think it's so much prettier than the actual stage. So our room is really small. Dinner for two. You felt like you were on a train.
Yeah.
Final day and feeling excited, feeling almost sad that it's over, but yeah, just really enjoying it. I'm just going to make the most of today. So I've got about 155k, 3,000 metres maybe, and some steep hill climbs.
Oui, et toi?
So,
Oui, Côte des Moulières. Oh,
Côte des Moulières.
ça c'est l'apéritif.
On
Ballon d'Alsace? Oui.
Ouais.
Oui.
Ah, I knew it! What?
La planche des belles filles.
You, when you were younger.
J'ai monté le ballon d'Alsace.
We're getting our food in because we've got a big day of climbing, the last day in the mountains, and basically we're coming up to, I think there's two real major climbs. There's like quite a few other hills and stuff, but the two major ones, you'll just see us chatting to that lovely Frenchman who was explaining how steep they are. There's Ballon d'Alsace, that's Alsace, 8.86k. The final beast of the day is La Super Planche d'Adelphi, which is really famous in the Tour de France. It's been in this year's men's Tour de France. It's going to be the final stage for the women's tour, and it's just steep and long, and it gets like that guy was saying, it's like it just goes at the very end on gravel. It's all gravelly and sandy at the top, so I think it's like 20 or 25%. Really pretty. It's just so hot. I think that's what's making it really difficult. Just the heat, but look at the view. This is my favourite climb so far. And this is the top. Woohoo! I think that is the best climb that we've done. It was just really like gentle, nice switchbacks.
10 out of 10.
We're so
Final
close
climb.
to finishing it. We are so close.
I know.
I'm really excited. We are having a much needed little rest before we go up the last big climb. It's just really hot. I don't know what to expect. Everyone I've spoken to said, oh, it's horrific, it's such a hard climb. Your arms on the floor, oh, it's heaven. I think I'm oranginaed out. I think I must have had at least 3 cans a day while I've been here. That's 24 cans of orangina.
At least.
How nice is that?
Nice. Suppose have it all condensed into 3 or 4 hours a day.
It's like intense riding, whereas ours is just dragged out with heavy bags. And this is bikepacking.
Bikepacking.
Just ain't the pro life. Legs feel good. I just feel a bit sleepy.
This is ridiculous. I don't even know how hot it is, but I'm sweating so much.
That is no joke. There was so much sand there to push it. Bonjour.
Ça va? C'est dur?
Bon. This is the end of stage 8. This is where the women are going to finish the race, and I think it is going to be so brutal because obviously that sand What? Why? Why would they put sand in it?
And gravel. But the sand was just unexpected.
I don't think
It's
it's going
gonna
to
be
be
chaos,
that bloody
isn't
bad. Because now we've got a 30k transfer to Belfort, which is where we're getting the train back tomorrow. So we're all packed up and ready to go. I just want to do a little summary of the last 8 days riding. So like, what was your highlight and low light? I guess low light first.
So low light would have been the transfer after stage 4. It was 75 kilometres of baking hot headwind.
Yeah, that was 100% my low light. It was just awful. Like, my lips got sunburned, they were swollen the next day. It was just not fun. And then what was your highlight?
Highlight was the mountain stages, and especially descending in the mountains. So yeah, just love going fast.
My highlight was, I really liked the gravel because it was a little bit different, and yeah, I just really liked the gravel.
You smashed the gravel as well. You were like, I'm not gonna like this.
I honestly didn't think I would, because I was like 25 mil times. I'm like, am I going to be all right? And yeah, really enjoyed it. So then the other thing actually was the stuff that not necessarily was on camera. So like when we were back at the like Airbnbs and hotels, just like the fun and like just the jokes and stuff. Like, it was just really
actually
really
chilling
fun.
out and not sleeping in a bush shelter or in a hedge at night. That was nice.
It was nice. So I think the main takeaway from this is, one, go and support the Tour de France Femmes avec Zwift, because it's an amazing route. It's going to be really exciting. Go and watch it, support it. And the other thing is, I hope it's like encouraged you to go on like your own adventure. It doesn't need to be the whole like something like that we've done. It doesn't need to be this long. Just get out and
just enjoy yourself. You know, you don't have to be
adventure.
professional, you don't have to be fast to enjoy yourself. So just get out there.
Get out there, yeah. Right, well, any questions, leave them in the comments, and see you all next video.
Yeah.
Bye!
What's going on?
My sports bra on without having to take my top off.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you escape from Azkaban. She's done it. It's a hole-in-one.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh no, we're not there.
The strap's not on. It feels a bit tight. It must be all them baguettes.